Coach Sheldon Harrison. There never been no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen.
Where do I start this video? First of all, shout out to Jason Rose. My God. My God. This video, somebody tried to remove the actual content footage. I don't know what happened, okay? But then I found it again on SureDog. But Jason Rose put me up on game. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Megan Anderson got to be Megan got to be the dumbest person in the God's hot sun. Like, you know what, guys? You could not have just scripted this any better. Like Karma. Karma just always attacks Megan Anderson. Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all noticed that Karma always just seems to backfire on Megan? Like, Megan Anderson, are you serious? Y'all remember Megan Anderson was all, she was all upset at Casey Kenny because he said, well, okay, so I think Megan was upset because she got dissed because my man, Timbo Welch said, he said, would you do Megan Anderson? Just smash her? And, Casey Kenny said, well, and she was a 4 a.m.er or 5 a.m.er, or, basically he said if she was the last woman there, and if it was nobody else around, he said he'd do Megan Anderson. That's what he said. So she got mad at that. Rightly so. She got mad. But what about this? It's funny. How did this get under the radar? I mean, Megan Anderson, on your own show, you agreed with Laura Stanko? You agreed with Laura Stanko, and y'all were talking about Tyron Woodley's derriere. What? This is appalling. What were you guys thinking? I mean, this is harassment. This is harassment. And I know the Megan Anderson simps are going to try to, make an excuse. Oh, well, this is different. How is it different? I mean, Laura Stanko said, my God, he's got such a big butt. I mean, do you have to wear, that was harassment when she even approached Tyron Woodley and asked him, do he got to get bigger suits for his butt? Do you have to get stretch suits? She asked him that. That's harassment right there. And Megan Anderson said, well, yeah, he does have some junk in the trunk. Guys, how y'all gonna explain it? Guys, do y'all see where I can take this? Do you guys see where I could actually take this? Seriously, you know what? Let's say if T Wood had complained. Let's say if Tyron Woodley had complained about this. Do you know, man, social media would be tearing him a whole nother behind. They'd be tearing him a new one. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they would say, oh, man, they talking about you in a good way, man. You don't care if, two women, man, why do you care if two women are talking about you in that manner? Gosh, man, and they would have started harassing him and calling him, all kind of names on social media. That's what they would have called him. I'm telling y'all, that's what would have happened. See, now the shoe's on the other foot. Casey Kenny went in there, and honestly, Casey Kenny said no at first, but they kept probing, and Casey Kenny, he probably could have, No, Casey Kenny, forget it. Don't change nothing you said. Matter of fact, double down on it, Casey Kenny, because of this. Man, and what about to all the people like John Anik, Dean Thomas? What about all these guys that said the WMMA community, the men are letting you down, Megan? What? How about this? What y'all got to say about this? How y'all going to explain this? I mean, John Anik, you simp. John Anik is the king of simps. God, dog. Matter of fact, what about all these Megan Anderson supporters? Well, Drake Riggs? How about you, Drake Riggs? Are you going to explain this? Drake Riggs, how are you going to explain this one? And you guys know, if you guys want to hear the clip, I got the description in the box. I got the description. Matter of fact, I went ahead and just copied the video because, somebody like Megan Anderson, she probably would take it down. Okay, I copied the clip. I only copied the part where they were talking about Tyron Woodley. And I'm going to tell you how much of a hypocrite she is. She's an extreme hypocrite. Megan, you better not ever ever talk about how, somebody talking about you in a sexual manner, you better never again, you let your friend do it and you co-sign what your friend was saying on your own podcast. How you gonna explain this? Hot diggity dog. Boy, Megan, I'm gonna start nosehead. That's what I'm, girl, Megan, your nose already, the nose already big, but God dog, Megan, you smelling yourself now with that big nose. I'm gonna tell you something, Megan. Stop being a hypocrite. Stop crying wolf. Okay, because nobody cares what Casey Kenny said about you at this point now. The real grown men, we don't really care what he said about you. Okay? You know what I know? He didn't mean no harm. It's just stuff that it's what men talk about in the locker room. Well, Megan, you had a locker room discussion with your buddy Laura Sanko. How are you going to explain this? And Laura, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Laura. You married. You're married, Laura. Tyron Woodley married. And if I'm Tyron Woodley's wife, I'll see Laura Sanko. I'd be like, what you say, Laura Sanko? I don't think Tyron Woodley's wife would appreciate this. Do y'all? Does anybody here think that Tyron Woodley's wife would appreciate such verbiage and such discussion from Laura Sanko and Megan Runderson? Let's call her Megan Runderson. Let's bring back Megan Runderson now. How under God's hot sun are you gonna explain any of this? Wow. Unbelievable. And I felt maybe halfway, I felt 8% bad for Megan. Just a little bit. I don't feel bad for her now. Matter of fact, everybody on this video, what do you think about Megan Anderson? Matter of fact, say what you want to say about her. Okay, please. Because, she really don't care about this kind of talk. Okay, matter of fact, leave your comment down. Megan, you open the door to Pandora's box on this. I think, Megan, for the rest of the week, I'm going to be on your helmet about this one. You already knew. And I bet Megan was hoping and praying that I would not come across this video. I know she probably, but Megan's so silly, she probably forgot that this video was even made. She probably forgot that this was even in production. God dog, Megan. And about this the same chick that drank beer out of strangers' shoes. Like, guys, can y'all really take anything she says serious? Can anybody take what she says serious? And see, Megan, you probably thought that I was going to play the audio clip. No. I'm too smart for that. Okay? But y'all can't take a chick that drank beer out of people's shoes. Y'all can't take her seriously. Look, this is her drinking a beer out of somebody. Can y'all really take somebody like this serious? Man, look. I don't know. Anybody kissing Megan Anderson, boy, your lips gonna fall off. Okay? Your lips gonna fall off. I don't know. Man, look. Ain't no telling what she got in her mouth. If she willing to do that and drink beer out of a shoe, some random shoe, she'll do anything. God dog, y'all. This is funny. And I'm telling you the bad thing about it is, now let's put the jokes aside. You know what's really bad is that some women, they really are being sexually harassed. Okay, some women are legit being sexually harassed. Well, this right here makes that, it's almost like every woman who's sexually harassed on a real, for real, she make them look bad. Okay? Because in turns, she condones, and it's almost semi-allowing the whole thing. Because Megan, in her defense, she kind of didn't want to say it, but she went ahead and said it. Same thing as Casey Kenny. He kind of like deflected. He said, nah. But then, after a while, Laura kept, pressing Megan a little bit, probing. And that's the interviewer in Laura. And then finally Megan cracked and just kind of went along with it. So, this is terrible, man. Well, I guess y'all know now. Don't turn to Megan Anderson. Don't turn to Megan for any kind of women's support, women, right? Because she's a hypocrite. Okay, she's a hypocrite. It is what it is. Hey, get on her neck. Anybody in the comment section, you want to get on Megan's neck, this is it now. Get on her neck right now. And we're going to do who's got the best comment to say about Megan Anderson. That's what we're going to do. Because this right here, this is blasphemy. And Megan, you knew I was coming for your neck on this one. You knew I was. And I'm not done yet. Oh, I'm not done by a long shot. I'm done for right now.